What is going on, everybody? I'm just gonna wait. It's 9 o'clock. We are going live. I'm on my site to just make sure that it's live. Once it's live, then we'll begin, man. We'll begin. Let's go. We are live. You guys let me know, how is the sound? How is the stream? Can you hear me fine? Is everything good? Let me know, because it's time to go. How is the stream fine, everyone? Well, it's 9 o'clock. Let's begin. First, we got to talk about the Nintendo NX news. Did y'all hear about it? Nintendo is going to be shipping the Nintendo NX. Going to begin production the beginning of March. By the end of March, they're going to mass produce it, and then they're expecting 10 to 12 million units to sell. Great news. But without further ado, we are live. You guys let me know in the comment section how the stream is. If you can hear me fine, I hope you guys can hear me fine. But we're going to begin, man. We're going to begin right now. You guys can hear me fine? I hope it is. All right, here we go. So we're going to go right into the questions. You guys gave me tons of questions, so we're going to talk about everything Nintendo, everything you guys have showed me, posted on the forums. So here we go. The very first question someone asked me, this has got to be a new subscriber. You got to be a new subscriber, man. From Jaquez Cox Jr., Minecraft, he asks, what Nintendo game from 2015 do you personally enjoy playing the most? Come on, man. Splatoon. Splatoon is my game of 2015. I know Xenoblade is going to be a great game, but Splatoon has already had me sold. And so, to answer your question, man, the best game of 2015, hands down, Splatoon. Man, y'all should know that by now. Let's go on to our second question. That was the very first question of the HYPEcast. Let's get hype about Nintendo, man. If you are a gamer and you're gaming on whatever system you're on, you got to be excited about it, man. I don't do anything I'm not into, and so I love my Wii U. So we're gaming, man. Here comes question number 2. Tons of questions. We're just going to go for an hour. Don't know if I'm going to get to everyone's question, but we'll see. All right, let me check the stream. All right, what's up, Andres? All right, let's keep going. Hi, OBe1plays. Considering Final Fantasy VII's remake might be on the NX sometime in the future after Cloud's reveal with other companies, what other companies would you like to see announced for the NX that have never been on Nintendo before? Wow. What companies have Bethesda. They have, I can't remember one big Bethesda game. It would be cool to have Bethesda take a look at the NX and put some of their titles on there. Even though I have to admit, never been a big Bethesda guy, never got into Skyrim, Fallout 4. The game, in my opinion, Fallout 4, it doesn't look good, man. It looks like a 360 game. Some of the textures and the game doesn't look good. I've seen better games, and so just the Fallout 4 series doesn't look good to me. But it would be cool to have Bethesda. Bethesda, if you're watching this, I know you guys are, because I'm the best thing since sliced bread. put your games on the NX, man, so we can get more gamers. All right. So Bethesda. Hello, my name is Josie. What type of USB drive do you use to download all your games? As you can see, I go all digital with my Wii U games. I can't remember last time. I go to GameStop to buy amiibos for my kids or whatnot, but I don't buy games from GameStop anymore. I just do it in the comfort of my home. So I use a 1 terabyte external hard drive. Seagate is the brand. Seagate. So there you go. Let's keep it rolling, man. What's the next question? The next question for OB1. Yeah, you got it, Jordan. I'm better than sliced bread. I'm going back and forth with my chat section too. So I'll respond to the live chat as well. All right, but I'm answering the questions in the forums. Next question. Height. What Nintendo games do you mostly play on your free time? Good question, man. Splatoon, homie. I splat it up. Splat zones. I play the other zones too, but I love Splatoon. In my free time, Splatoon is in my rotation. I just started a playthrough for my website for Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, even though I've already beaten the game, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I play Mario Tennis very casually. Have to admit, disappointed by Mario Tennis. The magic has worn off. Very shallow game, but I played it today. Got my butt kicked online. Mario Kart 8. Great game, man. Mario Kart 8. And so those are some of the games just off the top of my head. Yoshi's Woolly World. Just got finished beating Yoshi's Woolly World. I need to get back on Super Mario Maker, man. That game has been calling my name, and I have been denying, neglecting, that's the word, neglecting Super Mario Maker. So those are some of the games I'm playing in my free time right now. On my 3DS too, believe it or not, I'm still playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. And so I pick it up every now and then, do some things in my town. It's called OBe1plays or something like that. So that's it. Those are the games I'm playing right now. Let's go. Next question. Let me check the comments in between. Oh, it's lagging. Is it lagging? Yeah, I just responded to you, man. E3. Oh, it's lagging. Oh, well, you know what? This is my first time doing this. You know what? I'm going to close my stream window. I'm going to see how that works. And I'm gonna make some adjustments. Where's my display device? Sometimes if I lower this, we'll see how the lag continues. Hopefully it doesn't lag too bad, all right? So this is my first time doing it. Hopefully it'll improve with some of those adjustments. We'll see. Let's keep going. Hey, OB1, what other DLC do you want in Smash? And who do you main in Smash? Good questions, man. First, who do I want in Smash? Ice Climbers, man. Ice Climbers. Poe and Pooh or Pig or whatever their names are. I want the Ice Climbers back. I love them in Brawl on the Wii. So Ice Climbers is who I want for the next DLC to be announced in December. And who do I main right now in Super Smash Bros. 4 on the Wii U? Zero Suit Samus. Why do I play with her? She has the speed. She has a great recovery. I mean, she can be all the way between her up B and then her down B to do the backflip. She has a great recovery. Even with her electric whip, I forgot what the official name is, but she has great recovery, and I just like her moveset. So Zero Suit Samus. Am I good at Super Smash Brothers? No. Do I like playing the game? Yes. And so that is who I am currently maining in Super Smash Brothers. Let's go back to the forums. Not the forums, live gameplay. Going live. Go back live. Just want to make sure, see if everything's running smooth. All right, here we go. Next question. Hey, OBe1, I was wondering if you're a fan of Star Wars. I assume your name comes from Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, he wants that sexy Mewtwo. That's what he's saying. He wants Mewtwo. All right, now, am I a Star Wars fan? Yes, I love the Star Wars series, franchise, games. Love it. Have to admit, a little disappointed with Battlefront. I downloaded the beta on my PlayStation 4, didn't buy the game, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So yes. Now, how did I get my name? My name, the first initial in my name begins with an O. And you know what? I just took it and ran with it. OBe1, because I am number one, man. I am the number one gamer in the whole wide world in my little brain. Also, reason why I have that name, I have been the number one ranked Madden player on the Wii U for the last 4 years. And so OBe1, I'm number one. That's how I got the name. All right, good question, man. All right, here it is. Which game did you first find greatness in for the Wii U when you got it, not necessarily when it launched? What was the first really great game on the console? For me, the first great game. The Wii U had great games at launch. I like New Super Mario U. I have to go with what just came to my mind, Pikmin 3. I am a big fan of the Pikmin series, and so Pikmin 3 was the game that really got me hooked. And so Pikmin 3 is the first game that I thought on the Wii U was great. I love Pikmin 3, even though it did end a little abruptly. It is a relatively short game. Fun game though. So Pikmin 3, love the Pikmin series. Pikmin 1, I love. Pikmin 2 went down a little bit for me, didn't like it as much. But then Pikmin 3 brought it right back home. Pikmin 4, Miyamoto said Pikmin 4 is done. And so that's one of the things Nintendo could possibly reveal at the Video Game Awards in about 4 or 5 days. So fingers crossed. I'll take a Pikmin 4, whatever. I'll take something else, but Pikmin 4, I'll take that. All right. Good questions, man. All right. Here is the next question. What is your favorite Smash character? I just answered that. Zero Suit. I was about to say Zero Suit Bayonetta. Zero Suit Samus, because she got the guns on her shoes, or those heels. All right. What's your dream car? What's your favorite? I really don't have a favorite album, man. Dream car. Don't have a dream car either, man. I don't really, not into trying to get fancy cars and all that. So that's the answer. Here we go. Now, he's a new subscriber. Your top 10 Nintendo games. My man. That is a tough question. I can't do it in order because I'm doing this live, raw, uncut, but I can just list some games that just really stood out to me on each console. Let's start with the NES. My favorite game of all time, the original Final Fantasy on the NES. That has to be in the list. The very first Super Mario Brothers, that has to be in the list. That's the game that got me hooked into Nintendo, the original Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario 2, I even enjoyed that. And Super Mario Brothers 3, man, I can still remember the commercial. Mario. And so, Super Mario 3. Other great Nintendo games. Man, I'm saying them all on the NES. That lets you know how much I like the NES. Mega Man 2. Tecmo Super Bowl. Let's go to the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World. Yoshi's Island. Loved it. Secret of Mana, loved it. Chrono Trigger, loved it. Just going off the top of my head. What other games? Now these are Nintendo games. I had a Sega Genesis. I had every console, but since you're asking the Nintendo games, man, the Super Nintendo had a lot of games. Link to the Past, Zelda. Zelda is my favorite video game series. Favorite single game is Final Fantasy, but as far as series, Zelda has to be in there. A Link to the Past. Speaking of Zelda, this is why you tuned in live to me, man, because this is what I'm giving you guys inside scoop, even on my YouTube channel, what I'm going to be having on my, what's going to be going on in the future. It's related to this Nintendo question. I was just talking about Zelda, that's why I'm saying this. Starting this January, since this is the 30th anniversary of Zelda, I'm going to be streaming and playing through every single home console Zelda game, the main game on every Nintendo system. On the NES, the very first Zelda. On the Super Nintendo, Link to the Past. Then I'm going to the Ocarina of Time, and then Wind Waker, and then Skyward Sword, and then I skipped Twilight Princess. No, I'm not going to do Twilight Princess because I'm going to wait for the HD. But starting in January, going to be playing through all the Zelda games live on the same page on my live stream. I stream almost nightly, so if you ever want to come in and holler at me, nightly. Let's keep going with my favorite Nintendo games. Let's talk about the Nintendo 64, man. Super Mario 64. What? Man, I have so many memories playing that game. Jumping through the painting for the first time. Flying with the wing cap for the first time. Mario 64 has to be on that list. Ocarina of Time has to be on that list. Let's talk about the GameCube. Man, I'm saying a lot of just Mario games, but it is what it is, man. Oh, Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. Love that, love that, love that. The GameCube's Mario Galaxy. Zelda Wind Waker is my favorite 3D Zelda. I don't know why I said 3D. 3D Zelda game, Wind Waker. Gosh, there's so many games, but it's a little tricky to do this just live, so I'm doing it off the top of my head. I think that was at least 10 games, so those are some of my games, all right? So many more, though. All right, here's the next question. Seeing as how Miyamoto once said retro studios could work on multiple projects at once, what games do you think they have been working on? Also, do you think we will see those games at launch for the NX? I don't know what Rare is working on. No, Retro Studios is working on, but somebody better be working on a Metroid game. If the Nintendo NX is revealed, let me back up so y'all can see me better. If the Nintendo NX is revealed and we don't have a Metroid trailer, the game doesn't have to be complete, doesn't have to be at launch, but give us a Metroid game. Man, Metroid. They better reveal that Metroid. Checking out some of the comments. No Majora's Mask. All right, let me answer. I give you a free one, Kamina, from my live chat. I hate Majora's Mask. I know that's blasphemy for some Zelda fans. I did not like Majora's Mask. Did I play the game? Yes. Did I beat the game? Yes. Majora's Mask is my least favorite Zelda game. I hate having to use the mask and transform into different, the Deco Shrub, the Goron. I play Zelda games to play as Link, Sword and Shield. That's probably why I still think Twilight Princess is a good game, but Twilight Princess isn't at the top of my list either because I had to transform into that wolf. Ooh, I hated that. And so I play Zelda games to play as Link, man. And so that's why I didn't like Majora's Mask. Also, the game had some design flaws in my opinion. Sometimes it was very vague where to go, and I was not a fan of the countdown where you had to accomplish things in a certain amount of time or the day will be over, then you die. I hated the pressure of trying to hurry up and beat the dungeon. You're right about to beat the dungeon, then you got to exit just so you can rewind time. I hated that. I like just playing the Zelda games, taking my own pace and just enjoying the experience. So I did not like Majora's Mask. It is what it is, homie. Yeah, man. What's up, everybody in the chat? I love the Wii U. Let's keep going. Next question. What do you think the chances are of Valve getting involved on the NX? Slim to none. Next question. I'm going to say who's saying the questions too. This question is from Nito Fremona. Weird name. Are there any big Nintendo game franchises that you never really got into? If so, what are they, and do you plan on getting into them in the future? Big Nintendo franchise never really got into Pokemon. Why? Something about playing those big RPGs on a handheld, that and it just never really appealed to me. I would play a home console HD on my big screen Pokemon game. Sign me up. Because I hear the gameplay, the battle mechanics is solid in the Pokemon series. I'm not a big Pokemon person, but I am interested in, and I know a Pokemon is coming to the NX if it's a handheld and home, so I can see myself in the future getting into the Pokemon. And so, that's what's up. Good question, man. All the questions are good. Here we go. Here's another question from Blitz Drone. Here we go. What change would you make to a game you dislike this year to make it better? Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Give us more modes, even though that's not really my thing. I was really looking forward to the ranked features in Mario Tennis, and it's just points. It's not like a leaderboard or anything. So the Mario Tennis and Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. That's another game I would change. The game looks beautiful. Every time I was playing it with the touchscreen, with my little stylus on my gamepad, I kept saying to myself, give me the D-pad and traditional controls in this game. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse looked like it would have been a great game if it controlled traditionally. Didn't like using the stylus in Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Let's go. He has 3 questions. Even though I limited to 1 for you, man. Blitz Joe, and I'm going to answer your questions. Do you think it's more likely that Banjo and Kazooie or Snake would be announced for Smash? I think it's more likely Snake. Because Banjo and Kazooie is now owned by Microsoft. Snake is still third party. Last question. You had 5 questions, man. Let me keep going. Number 4. Number 3. What Pokemon would you like to see announced for Pokken Tournament? Pikachu, even though it's already announced. I don't know a lot of Pokemons because I'm not into the Pokemon series. I answered that earlier. Number 4. Best way to spend a rainy day? Playing Splatoon on the Wii U, homie. What Mario sports game spin-off game would you like to be announced yet next? Either a football game, like a 5-on-5 Mario football game, I would love that, or a Mario NBA Jam type game. Similar to what was on the 3DS, but put more effort into it, have it on the HD, on the Wii U, or the NX. Good questions. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Just checking the chat. Next question. Hey, OBe1, just made my account. All right. Did you enjoy Kirby's Epic Yarn or did you even play it? I love Kirby's Epic Yarn on the Wii. Yes, I played it. I beat it. Great game. Good question, man. Let's go. All right. Here is the next question. Next Nintendo question from Jedi Master Shades. My boy is a Jedi Master. If you had to make a prediction on the 3 biggest things that might come in 2016 E3, Nintendo's digital event, what do you think they might be? They're all going to be Nintendo NX related. Nintendo is going to announce a Metroid game. That's what I want to see for the Nintendo NX. Secondly, Nintendo is going to fully reveal their whole achievement system. I am a big fan of achievements, and so I want Nintendo to announce achievements. Give us achievements. And then what else? What other big thing would I want at E3 from Nintendo? Probably just a lot of third-party support. If they do that, I'm not buying any other systems. There you go. Let's go. Question from my boy Lucas. My question is, do you like Other M because I hate it? He said he hates it. Guess what? I like the game. I liked everything about Other M except for the last boss. I hated the final boss switching to the first person mode, trying to shoot it. I hated the final boss in Other M. Other than that, I enjoyed that game. Also, I didn't like the fact that you were confined to this science lab. Even though it had different areas like an ice area, you just still felt, oh, we're just in one place. Put us back on an open map, an open world, on an open planet for a Metroid game. But I like Other M. Good question, Lucas. Question, which game is better? Super Mario Maker or Super Smash Brothers? Wow. Wow. Tough question. I am going to have to go with Super Mario Maker. I like Super Mario Maker. As much as I like Super Smash Brothers, I've said it plenty of times, I'm not a real big Super Smash Brothers guy. I play the game because I like to have fun with it, but I'm not that good at it. I play it casually, very casually. Super Mario Maker. I'll go with Super Mario Maker. Yeah, I know y'all gonna sound off in the chat box. All right. Oh, you say Smash? All right. Let's go. Let's keep going. Uh-oh. Let's close that. What's your opinion on Kickstarter games? Indiegogo games. I am not a real big indie guy. I could actually do without the indie games. Trying to on my Wii U. Citizens of Earth, but for the most part, don't really play too many indie games. So that's my opinion is I skip most of them. Still have never played Shovel Knight. You guys keep telling me I gotta play Shovel Knight, gotta play Shovel Knight. I'm just not an indie guy. 3DS on the NX. Wouldn't it be cool if you can stream or play your 3DS games on the NX? Pokemon and all the cool stuff. Yes, they actually need to start streaming our 3DS games on our Wii U. I know it's possible because we have virtually every other Nintendo system on the Wii U. We can play DS games, put the 3DS games on there. We can use the 3DS as a controller. I know the technology is there. So, yes, it'll be cool, but we can do it on the Wii U too. Leo Jokinen. Here's his question. What do you want to see in the future of Splatoon? What features do we want to be kept for a sequel for the NX Splatoon? I like your name, man, even though I coined it first. For Splatoon, love the game. favorite game this generation, Splatoon. But Nintendo, allow us to choose what maps we want to play on and what modes we want to play on. Right now, it's a rotation. You don't get to choose your maps. You only can select, they only rotate 2 maps at a time. And you don't get to choose. If you like tower control more than splat zones, you can't choose. You just got to play whatever zone is available for that 4-hour period. So they need to give us more options, and voice chat would be cool. There you go. Good question, man. What's your least favorite Nintendo console of all time and why? I gotta go with the original Wii. The Wii had some great games. Mario Galaxy, I 100% completed Mario Galaxy. Did all the purple coin challenges, everything. But of all the Nintendo consoles, the Wii was my favorite. After Skyward Sword, Nintendo abandoned us for the entire last year of the Wii. And so the Wii was my least favorite Nintendo console. Not saying it was a bad console, sold in blockbusters, gangbusters. But at that point, I had HD TVs and hooking it up, oh, it was just hurting my eyes. And so the Wii was my least favorite Nintendo console. Good question, Edward Guzman. Question from Parker Stern. What is your favorite, and I just answered that, Nintendo console? From Shadow7557, here is his question. Since the NES really got you into gaming, well, you're a good subscriber. What is your favorite game from the NES? I answered that. Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy on the NES. Favorite NES game, favorite all-time game. All right. Question from Lassie. All right. Here's your question. I just knew. All right, he just had a comment. He likes my channel. Thanks, man. But he didn't have a question. All right. Next question from Sober Smash Bros. Sober. I like your avatar too, man. The cat in the box. Which character in Super Smash Bros. 4 do you like to play as the most? I already answered it. Zero Suit Samus. But he has a second question. Which are your least favorite to battle against? Oh, to battle against Sheik. When I know I get into a ranked match and Sheik is my opponent, I'm like, I'm about to get my butt kicked because she is so fast. So Sheik is one. That's what came to mind. Just Sheik. That's it. I hate playing against Sheik. Too fast. Slow her down. Zelda ain't that fast. All right. Next question. Untempered Link. Untempered Link. That's the name. Hey man, I'm from the UK. What's up? He's been subscribed for about half a year and love the content. Here are a few questions I have about your opinions and on the future. What would your ideal launch lineup of games for the Oh, this is a good question. My ideal Nintendo NX launch games. You gotta have a big 3D Mario game. You gotta have Metroid. We've been starving of Metroid. You gotta have that Zelda that everyone is looking at for the Wii U. That has to be in the launch lineup for the NX. That game looks beautiful. You got your Mario, you got your Metroid, you got your Zelda. You gotta have your third-party games. You got to, if you want to open up your user base, your core audience, you got to have the Madden. In the US, you got to have sports games, basketball, football, MMA. You got to. And so those are a couple of my ideal launch NX games. And if Final Fantasy VII is announced as an NX launch title, I'd go crazy. I'd go crazy for Final Fantasy VII as well. All right, next question. What games do you think we might see in 2016 that haven't been announced yet? All the games I just said. Metroid. A 3D Mario game. Pikmin 4 that hasn't been officially announced. It's completed, but we haven't gotten a date yet. So Pikmin 4. If the NX comes out in 2016 and is as powerful as rumors, how do you think PlayStation and Microsoft will respond? I don't think they're not coming out with any new hardware for at least 2 more years. They are going to get a lot of people upset who just bought a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and to come out with another console so soon, don't think it's going to happen. So what they're going to do, Sony and Microsoft right now, I think they're investing a lot into virtual reality, VR, their headsets, and that whole augmented reality that Microsoft is showing off. I think that's their response. All right. Last question. Which other YouTubers would you recommend for fans of your channel? I'm going to just go with YouTubers that I like to watch. Game Explain, of course. They just break down everything Nintendo, and they are a primarily Nintendo channel. And so Game Explain is one, and IGN's Nintendo Voice Chat podcast for YouTube. It's called their Videocast. I love listening to Jose Otero, Brian Brian Altano, I think that's his name, and Pierre Schneider, the big guy, the boss of IGN. I love IGN's Nintendo's Voice Chat, their podcast, their video podcast, and I have the podcast on my iPhone 6. Good questions. All right, let's go. When you have Xenoblade Chronicles X, can we play together? So sure, man. The only problem is my friend list on the Wii U is full, and I have 1 million friend requests. So you have a long line ahead of you, man. It is what it is. All right. Lastly, now you got a question. The first one, he was just commenting. Now here's his question. All right. First, before I get to Lassie's question, all right, you're going to get up to question. Your question's at the top, Jordan. I'll try to, man. All right, let's go back to the questions. I got 23 more minutes. The Wii U has its gamepad and Pro controller. The Wii U got its motion control. The GameCube got its controller, and the Game Boy handheld. And it goes on and on. But the question is, what is your favorite controller on all Nintendo systems? Could be awesome if you answer. Guess what, Lassie? I'm about to answer right now. The best Nintendo controller of all time, and probably the best video game controller ever made, the GameCube. The GameCube controller melts around your hand. I have my GameCube controller in another room. I'm not going to go and get it. It was just so ergonomic and comfortable. The trigger buttons just felt right. The yellow C-stick felt right. Man, I loved how you had the big green A button and all the other buttons just curve around it. Thing of beauty. The GameCube controller. Best controller of all time. That's it. All right. I see y'all in the chat, man. I'm checking out the chat. I'm going back and forth. All right. Twins rule. Did I skip anyone's question? No, I don't think I skipped anyone's question. I'm trying not to. Super Mario Sunshine 2 or Super Mario Galaxy 3? That is a hard question. Man. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Man, I really want a Super Mario Sunshine 2. And I wouldn't mind another Super Mario Galaxy 3. But if I had to pick, Super Mario Sunshine 2. Why? I loved the water pack on Mario's back, man. And it's been a while since I played a Mario Sunshine game. Just the fact that I'm more removed from the Sunshine series than the Mario Galaxy series. Mario Sunshine 2 on the Nintendo NX. Boom! You heard it here first. I hope somebody from Nintendo is watching my HYPEcast, man. Put it on there. Will you play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Remake? Yes! Did you see my reaction when, this is from OBe1plays, that's the person who wrote the question. When Nintendo had the digital event, the last Nintendo Direct, man, yes, I'm going to be playing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Remake on my Wii U. As soon as I can preload it onto my system, I'm preloading it, playing it. Even though I don't like playing as Wolf Link, the overall game is great. Yes. Booyah. Here we go. Next question. Peter Banuelos. All right, man. What third-party game on the Wii U should I ask for during holidays? Oh, and Bayonetta 2 doesn't count. Ordered it. All right. A third-party game. A good Wii U third-party game. Injustice Gods Among Us. I love that game. I like that game. I like the traditional fighting games. I'm a fan of the Mortal Kombat series, and so Injustice Gods Among Us felt right at home for me. So if you're into fighting games, it has a pretty cool story too. Injustice Gods Among Us on the Wii U. There you go. Hey Obi-Wan, what did you do for Thanksgiving? I drove down to MIA, Miami, hung out with family, went Black Friday shopping. I have a video of me in Target on my YouTube channel. That's what I did, man. I just had fun with family, just enjoyed family time. I was also interacting with you guys, so that's what I did on Thanksgiving. Had a great time, had a great Thanksgiving. Good question. Is there anything you wish you could have done differently either in life or on my channel? In life? No. I love my life. In my channel, the only thing I would have done differently is just started it earlier. That's it. Just if I would really just got into the YouTube a little earlier. But that's a good question. Just if I would have wanted to just start the channel a little earlier. But I feel good with where I'm at right now, man. I had 100 subscribers at the beginning of this year. It's almost the end of this year. I'm at 7,000, almost 400 subscribers. So in 1 year, that's pretty good. Not bad if I say so myself. 2016 is going to be a great year. I'm going to try to get at least 50,000 subscribers for 2016, at least the minimum. Higher, even better. But I have big goals, man. You always got to go big, man. Hey, Lassie, thanks for saying I'm awesome. Winmage, do you like Sonic? Yeah, I love Sonic on my Sega Genesis. Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic versus Knuckles. Even Sonic on my 32X. Yeah, I'm a Sonic fan. Not for in a while. Recently, Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. That was a horrible game. I didn't get it, but I just saw it. Question. What's your favorite type of food? And what's your favorite game of all time? Man. Favorite type of food. Ribs. My wife knows how to make the best barbecue ribs in the whole wide world. Favorite game of all time? I've already answered that. Final Fantasy on the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. Man. What do you think the price of the NX will be? I want it to be super powerful. So a very powerful console, $399. I think a $400 price point if it's worth the money. If it is way more powerful, even 4K capabilities. Just a powerful system at $400. I think that'll be a good price. Oh, and he says he loves my intro song. Thanks, man. Let's keep it going. Next question, Jack Diamond. Do you like The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask? I already answered that. My least favorite Zelda game is Zelda Majora's Mask. I already said why. All right, 15 more minutes. Let's try to speed through them. Do you have any past or current experiences with Fire? What? With Fire Emblem? I'm not the biggest Fire Emblem guy, but I loved Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS. The other Fire Emblem game I played was on the Game Boy Advance. I forget the subtitle. It's been a long time. But yeah, I'm a fan of the Fire Emblem series, man. Yeah. OBe1, do you have past or current experiences with the Fire Emblem? Oh, he posted it twice. Top 10 favorite games of all time. All right, here we go. Now, this is different from just Nintendo games. Since I already talked about my favorite Nintendo games, let's do a top 10 non-Nintendo game. Starts with the Sega Genesis for me. Sonic 1, 2, and 3. I love the Sonic games. I love Streets of Rage on my Sega Genesis. What other Sega? Oh, it's been so while. I'm doing this live and trying to rush, so I know I'm going to miss a lot of games. Love the Sega Genesis games. PlayStation 1, Final Fantasy 7 is up there. Final Fantasy 9. I love Final Fantasy 9 even more than Final Fantasy 7. PlayStation Tekken. Let's go PlayStation 2. NCAA football on the PlayStation 2. Man, there's so many games, but I'm just I can't think of any games. I can't think of any games. Xbox 360. One of the best games of all time that have been slept on, Kingdoms of Amalur. If you play that game, it is an RPG game, but the combat is so great in that game. There's so many games. It would have been easier if you were listed games. I'd be like, yeah, that's a great game. Because I've played a lot. I've played a lot of games, but nothing's coming to me. All right? So let's just keep it going. Is there any information other than Super Mario Galaxy 3 rumors about a new upcoming Mario game for Wii U or NX? If not, what's your favorite Mario game? Oh, good question. Electrifying. My favorite Mario game. It's out of 2. I like the old school, man. It's out of either Super Mario 3 on the NES or Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Either one of those two, my favorite Mario games. Good question. All right. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. What's your least favorite Nintendo franchise? Least favorite. I have to say probably the Kirby series. I like Kirby's Epic Yarn, but other than that, don't really get into the Kirby series. They tend to always come out at the tail end of the Nintendo systems. And so, least favorite Nintendo franchise, the Kirby series. There you go. All right, let's keep it going. OBe1, what makes you happy? My wife, kids, and Nintendo, man. My wife and kids. What's going on, OBe1? This is from Tien, in parentheses, John. Long-time subscriber, love your channel. I have the same old school t-shirt. You got good taste, man, with the NES controller, but he has it in black. What's your favorite t-shirt that you wear on your videos? My Nintendo 64 t-shirt. The Nintendo 64, one of my favorite not just Nintendo consoles, but consoles of all time. Nintendo 64 t-shirt, man. 10 more minutes, and then, I'm gonna do it 5 more minutes, and then I gotta announce this, the giveaway winner soon. Yo, Obi-Wan, this is from Leroy. I know you never played Xenoblade Chronicles for Wii, but would you be interested in an HD remake for Wii? Yes! If Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii was remastered in HD and I can play it on my Wii U, yeah, man! Even though the stories are completely different, 2 completely different games as far as in sequential order, but yeah, I'll play a HD Xenoblade Chronicles. Am I going to go back and hook up my old Wii to play it? Nope. What game do you mostly want on the NX? Metroid. His username, the best username ever. OBe1Fan. But Metroid, I want a Metroid game, a third person shooter Metroid game for the NX. Make it happen, Nintendo. Make it happen, Nintendo. What do you think about amiibos? Do you think it's worth getting them, or are they just useless? Pros and cons. The pros, they're well designed. The cons, I don't see a compelling game yet to use the amiibos. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival? No, thank you. So, Nintendo, give us a great amiibo game like Skylanders, like the Disney Infinity series that really, really makes you say, hey, this is the game I should be getting an amiibo for. The amiibos for me right now would be good if you're a collector, but as far as practical use in a great game, no. Question, Obi-Wan. This is from S19. You are told you shall be locked inside your house for the rest of your life. And are told for the rest of your life, you may only play on one console and may only choose 3 games to go with it. You do have Wi-Fi for online. What do you pick? Oh my goodness. 1, Splatoon. I can keep playing that over and over and over. Gotta go with Splatoon. Gotta go with Madden. I'm a big Madden fan, so Madden, endless replayability. I can play that online forever. And a great fighting game. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, a great fighting game that I can play online. Because when you have online, it has so much replayability. Great question. Splatoon, Madden, and Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. All right? Questions. Next question. 8 more minutes. Let's go. What's up, Stealthy Panda? What's good, man? Let's go. What would you choose to be your next Let's Play if you were to make one of the following? Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Super Smash Bros. Ball, Subspace Emissary. That's probably what he meant. I already announced, starting in January. Right now, I'm going to be finishing. There's 2 games I'm going to be finishing in December for my website playthrough. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker and Xenoblade Chronicles X. When that comes out, going to be doing a live streaming that game, complete playthrough. But after I'm done with Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm going to be playing every major home console Zelda game, starting from the original Zelda on the NES, Zelda on the NES. Then I'm going to play A Link Between Paths on the Super Nintendo. Then I'm going to the Nintendo 64, Ocarina of Time. Then I'm going to the GameCube, Wind Waker. Then I'm going to skip Twilight Princess because I'm going to be playing that on the Wii U when the HD comes out. And I am going to try, I might try to find, I got to buy back Skyward Sword. If I get to Skyward Sword, I like Skyward Sword. So I might get a copy of Skyward Sword and play that as well. So it's going to be the year of Zelda for my gaming for the first months or so, 1 or 2 months on my channel? Good question. All right. You say I'm never going to finish Xenoblade. Hopefully I can. All right, let's go. In your videos, you said that Pokemon was not your cup of tea. Why? It was the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. I think that's when I said it. I would play a traditional Pokemon game if it was on a home console. I never got into the Pokemon series. Just don't know why. Looks like a great RPG series, and I'm an RPG fan. So when the next Pokemon game comes out for the NX, I'll be buying it. Question to my boy OBe1. What character would you be if you lived in Nintendo universe? Link. Link. The Master Sword. Link. All right. Here's the next question. Hey, OBe1. You probably recognize me after the amount of times I've said this, but you're my hero and my inspiration. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Who is this? Dr. Overbuild. All right, you got me doing what I want to do today, which is my YouTube. So I was wondering, how long you did it till you started gaining attention? And what tips would you have for me and other fellow YouTubers? All right. All right. He said, I follow you, like, and appreciate. Haha. All right. How did I start getting? I just started to put more attention into my videos and more time. You really, really got to do what you like doing. Why don't I talk about Sony and Microsoft, even though I own those systems? Because they don't really get me as excited as Nintendo does. And you got to do what you're passionate about. If I did something and I'm just doing it and I really don't like it, it's not going to be as fun for me and not as fun for you guys. So you just got to do what you're passionate about and just be dedicated, and it'll grow. It'll grow. Things will happen. Different YouTubers will get your attention, and it'll just steamroll, snowball from there. But you got to do what you like, man. If you like Minecraft, make your videos about Minecraft. If you like Mario, talk about Mario. Talk about what you like. 3 more minutes. 1 more question. I'm just going to scroll up for a random question, and then I'm going to stop right here. Here it is. Question for OBe1. This is the last question, and then I'm going to choose my giveaway winner. Question for OBe1. Which season do you think the NX will be dropping next year? And will they still be using amiibos for the NX? 2 good questions. The Nintendo NX will be coming out holiday 2016, in my opinion, especially based on the news we got today that according to Foxconn, the Nintendo NX, Digitimes, the Nintendo NX is going into mass production by the end of Q1 next year, early next year. Nintendo NX is being produced. That almost confirms it's going to be holiday 2016. Do I think they'll have amiibos for the NX? Yes! Amiibos are making Nintendo that money, that cheddar, that guap, that moolah. And so, yes, amiibos will be in the Nintendo NX. You better believe that's happening. Even the amiibos that you got now, they should be compatible. So that's it. Now, this is what I'm going to do for my giveaway. I am going to look in my chat. In my live chat, I switched to my live chat. I'm going to randomly scroll, and whatever name comes close to on the chat, in my live chat, I'm going to make sure that you posted a question and that you shared it on Twitter. You did all 3 of those, you are the winner. So here we go. I am going to scroll right now, put my Wherever it lands, close my eyes, and I'm going to open them. It is on, Jordan Giuliano. Jordan Giuliano. Jordan Giuliano. You are the winner, Jordan Giuliano, of my Mewtwo amiibo. This is what you got to do, Jordan. You have to, I'm going to check the forums to make sure you posted a question. If you didn't post a question, Jordan, you don't win it. So I'm going to double check the question. I think you did post a question in the forum section. I got to confirm that you posted a question, Jordan, and that I'm going to choose a second place just in case Jordan didn't do what he was supposed to do. I'm going to check it right now. I'm going to choose backup. Backup is Wind Mage. Wind Mage, I know you did. So let me double check right now. We're doing this all live, man. I'm going to check. And I know when. So Jordan. Oh, yeah. That was 33 minutes ago. So, yeah, Jordan. Oh, so the winner is Jordan Giuliano. Jordan Giuliano. Jordan, I have to double check. Make sure you posted a tweet on Twitter. What I'm going to do, Jordan, I'm doing this all live. I need you to respond to the question that you posted. Post your email address in your question. What's your dream game that we would like to see on the NX? Post your email right there, Jordan, and I will be communicating with you. If you are 18 and under, you have to have your parents' permission because I need to mail you this amiibo. You shouldn't be sending your physical address out to strangers. So make sure you get your parents' permission if you're under 18 and you have won the amiibo. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. That's it. HYPEcast number 1 is a wrap. I would appreciate you guys' feedback. What things we can do to maybe improve the HYPEcast. I might just have special guests interacting more, but had a blast. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go to OBe1plays on YouTube and subscribe to stay up to date. All things Nintendo. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Signing out. Jordan, you won, man. All right, I'm signing out. Signing out. Signing out.